Hi, everyone. Well, ladies and gents, another bad weather day today. So here I am in my vehicle, as usual, when that happens. you know, all those sacrifices that you've made along the way throughout your life. None of that stuff was in vain. Although you may think and or feel that way sometimes, none of that stuff was in vain. Because you see, we have this bad tendency and habit, and I've talked about this in the past, to always focus on the negative side aspect of things, of our experiences, of the things that we usually go throughout life in general. And everybody goes through things that are unpleasant, not enjoyable, and all of the stuff that comes with it. But the thing is, these things are part of the life process, and there's nothing that we can do about to make that kind of stuff not happen or go away. And it's like I said before, we can plan to do things and all of that, but from my personal experience, from what I have learned, those plans, it never turns out to be exactly the way you thought it would. And it's okay though, it's just part of the process. We just have to understand and then accept it. Don't fight it, don't resist it, because that's when the issues arise. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something so that you can have a better understanding of what I mean by none of that stuff was in vain. None of that grief, pain, whatever it was, whatever you had to walk away from, let it go, remove it from your life. Because deep down inside, somehow intuitively, you knew what was best for you, which at that point in time probably was, I don't know, end that relationship, quit that job, move from a certain place to another place. All of these things that happen throughout our lives, right? Multiple times, many, many times. It's just part of life. And when these things happen, when these things come, it's so that we can learn and we can grow. So instead of focusing on the negative aspect of things, what we should do is look at what did we gain from that experience or that sacrifice, whatever it was. What did we gain from it? And sometimes it might not be that easy to identify whatever it was that we gained from certain experiences and certain things that we go throughout our lives. But look beyond the surface level, deeply if you have to. Maybe you'll have to do a little bit of meditation, sit with yourself, with your own stillness and your silence to come from some subconscious memory that you may not remember. I don't know, whatever it takes, whatever you got to do, right? To see beyond that surface level, what did you get from it? And when you do that, you're going to find and realize that all that stuff that happened, all the stuff you went through, whatever the situation, the case scenario was, it doesn't really matter. It's just the stuff that happens in life, right? We all make sacrifices. It's kind of part of life in a lot of ways. Sometimes we do these things and then we regret doing certain things. You should never regret doing something. That's another problem. People love to live in regret. For eternity, sometimes. It's part of it's a masochistic process of the psyche. The ego loves to dig stuff up to make you feel a certain way. If you're not how do you say it, disciplined enough to always live in some sort of state of awareness and presence. That's what the ego does. It'll dig stuff up. What's funny? Sometimes you're feeling really, really good about whatever, or you're having just a good day in general, and then your ego doesn't like that, and some weird memory from whenever, just surfaces up, and then because it doesn't want you to feel that way. It wants you to feel miserable. And I know it's funny, but this happens though. This happens. This happens to a lot of people. And when people haven't healed themselves from certain things, this stuff completely overcomes you. It's like it takes a hold of you, and then you go to that state of feeling miserable, feeling unworthy, not good enough, not lovable. All of these things that everybody thinks of themselves a lot of the times. So we have to go beyond the surface level, and then we will see that whatever it is that happened, no matter how painful it was or how much of a sacrifice we had to make, look at you now. Take a really good look at you now and see and recognize how much stronger that made you. How it improved your life in so many ways that you probably don't even give yourself the credit for it. No matter how imperceptible it may be, there is always good and positive things that come out, even out of the most horrendous experiences that we go throughout our lives. And that's a fact that almost everybody overlooks, because we are too busy living our lives on autopilot mode to recognize these things and see how valuable they truly are and how much of a better person it makes us. So when we go through our trials and tribulations and all these things that Everybody goes through. Instead of looking at it as a bad thing, which is what mostly everybody does, be grateful and thankful for the things that happen to you, the things that you have gone through, because that stuff helped forge the person that you are today. And you wouldn't be here right now standing strong and pushing forward if these things hadn't happened, however they happened. We're always quick to see these things from the perspective of, what if I did this? What if I did that? That's the other thing, it's the regret. It's the regret that people don't let go of, too, that makes this be a thing. There's no what ifs. It's already happened. It's done. So don't go back. Living in the past is pointless. You have to be in the now. This is the only thing that matters. This moment right here, right now, that's what matters. The stuff that came before it, it's already done. Thinking about it, reliving certain things and experiences in our minds, putting the projection back up and just, it doesn't do anything. It does a lot more harm than good, if we're going to be honest about it. So don't forget, honesty is key when it comes down to this process of working on ourselves to make ourselves better and get the learning and the growth that we so much need to keep living our lives and try to make the best out of it. And this is really all I wanted to talk about today, my friends. So if you like the message, don't forget to click that like button, share, subscribe. It helps the channel grow and reach more people. And with that said, be well, be safe, and I will catch you on the next one. Until next time, my friends.